Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new week. Welcome to a new week. I hope all is going well for you so far, and I pray that it continues if it is. If you're going through something bad right now, it's a hard time, I pray that you just pray to God that it gets better. Listen, today's show is one of the most important shows I think we have ever done on any platform, the original platform, or even this platform, or even multiple backup uh, platforms. I think this is the most important broadcast that we're going to have today. Now, listen, I put out a disclaimer yesterday where I was saying it's viewer discretion is advised. And for the simple fact, it was the content of what we're going to talk about. All right. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait till some of my moderators get in here because I want to make sure that we keep the show uh, where it's supposed to go. And then because sometimes I get so caught up in telling you all, the real, and I don't think that, hey, scale back a little bit. You know, I didn't name my podcast hashtag. I'm gonna say it for no reason. So I can get myself in a lot of trouble. And the things that we plan on talking about today, platform really don't like it. It seems like when I just touched on it before in previous broadcasts, I got shut down immediately. Right. So I know they're not a big fan of it. But it's important that I bring it to you all because we talk about it so much, and a lot of people have a hard time either believing it or just thinking that it's something we just plan to come up with to strike fear in people, and that's not true. That's not true at all. In fact, that's what these people want. They want us to think that we don't know, or they want those who don't know, or those who aren't privy to the information to stay that way, to stay not enlightened about situations. So here's what we're going to talk about today, right? Because we all, I'm not going to say we always, but we have mentioned uh, the secret society before, right? Or this group, this elite group. I'm gonna try to use my words safely on here. Uh, we've talked about the elite group before in previous uh, broadcasts that we've had, and I made reference to some things that they have um, that on a location where they meet, a meeting place, and so we're going to listen to some audio about that pertaining to that. But before we get into that, I'm going to let you know when we play the audio. Um, one of my moderators got with me and thought that it would be best if we just listened in 10-minute intros. And so here's what the setup is going to be. You're going to have to stay with me. We're going to be kind of everywhere. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to listen to 10 minutes of the audio, right? But then we're going to drop a whole nother video like in the middle. And then we'll come back and do another 10 minutes where we're playing the audio, and then so on and so forth. We'll stop at that 10-minute mark, and then drop another video, and then talk about something else. Something like we're going to try to attempt to throw things off so we don't get in trouble on here. But before we get into that, there's a couple of things I want to point out. When we speak, Adrian does welcome in, Bestie. How you doing? In the previous broadcast, I had made reference to this group all meeting in a certain or private location. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that, Adrian. When they meet in this location, right? And it's invite only and things like that. But I made reference to it being a statue at the at the place, trying to use my words, at the place where they meet, there's a statue of an owl, right? And I made reference to it. I brought it up, but I've never actually mentioned it. Niece, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? But I never actually put receipts with it. And so if you just give me a few minutes, I'm going to finally point out to you all exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Okay? All right, first of all, let me do this. No. Let me start off that way. All right, so this is what's on at the place that they meet, right? This is what's there. And it may be hard for some of you all to see or make out what that is because of the picture itself. And like behind me, you can't see. Here, hold on. Let me move out the way real quick. Hold on. You can only see one. You can only see one. All right. Well, let me kind of explain this without getting in trouble. Try to not. All right. This is actually a statue of an owl. And it's located at the place that they meet at. There's actually people, the picture cut it off so you can't see. I wish I knew how to make things smaller on the background so y'all could see it. But there's people standing by this statue, and they have on clothing that is red. And they have a robe that's red, and they have on their heads a mask that comes into a cone type tip. Another group wore it, but theirs was white, whereas these people are red. Put a 1 in the live if you're following with me, because I can't say it, right? So put a 1 in the live. And whether you're joining on TikTok, whether you tuning in on Rumble, whether you're tuning in on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for joining. All right, so some of you, okay, the ones, I see it, thank you. So that's what they're wearing. You can't see it in the picture because the picture's too wide, but it's there. Annabella, welcome in. Sharita, welcome in, bestie. Jennifer, I see you. Welcome in, Jennifer Graham. James Faison Jr., welcome in. Twins Dad, welcome in. Amanda, welcome in. So that's where they are. This is at a secret. Thank you for that heart, me niece. I appreciate it. This is at the place that they meet at. There's a 40-foot statue of an owl. And why is the owl significant? Thank you, Annabella, for the heart me. I appreciate that, love. Y'all remember, click on the orange heart above me and claim your points. And remember, if you're just coming into the broadcast, make sure you send a heart me, and that way that's your check-in. That way you get points on your end. And please, if at all possible, please help me meet my gifting goal. I got an hour to do it. It's a slice of pumpkin pie right above me. If you could do that, I appreciate it. I understand some people can't send gifts, and that's fine. If you can't, just keep tapping for me. Just tap the screen, share out the live. That's all. That's all. So listen. The reason why the owl is significant is because the owl has keen sight in the darkness. So when it's dark, the owl can see really, really, really good. And what these people do is really dark. It's really sinister, right? So that's why that's important. Now, these people that I'm talking about, most people only can identify with them by, and understand they have several different logos. But this is what people, thank you for that pumpkin pie, niece. I appreciate you. This is the most common that people see and can identify with, say, a group. Right? Give me a second. I'm going to move out your way. Only quickly. Bam. Okay, y'all know what it is? We got to cover it up. Okay, see, so thank you for the rose. I appreciate that, Sharita. How you doing? That's the universal logo. When people see, they know what that identifies with. Now, we've had people come in the previous broadcasts and say, well, you know what? You all are crazy. That's not true. That's not true. On the front, my niece said, it's on the back of the dollar bill. Yes, it is. And in fact, let's give you another quick picture, right? I'm gonna give you another quick picture of it, and then I'm gonna move out the way. Let me see who that is. Okay. And I'm gonna move out the way just real quickly. Okay, I'm gonna show it one more time. Then I'm coming right back in. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Look. Woo, okay. Now, to tie into what my niece is saying to you all right here, understand, if you all have, do me a favor, I tell you, let's do some viewer participation. How about that? I like to interact with my viewers. First and foremost, thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to hashtag I'm gonna say it. Now, if you have a dollar bill, I mean an actual dollar bill on you right now, put a 1 in the live. Just give me a 1 in the live. Okay? If you have right now on you, where you at right now, you have an actual, hold on, or dollar bill on you. Put a 1 in the live. Okay. Niece got one. Deb, how you doing, Bessie? You got one. Okay. I need y'all to do me a favor. Take that dollar bill out and look at it. Niece, you already know. You're talking about it. But take that out. Take that dollar bill and hold on. Let's take this off the back so we don't get in trouble. Okay. We are going to go back to something else. Okay. We're going to go back to that. That way we don't get in trouble. Okay. So now take the dollar bill out. And I want you to look. I want you to look on the front of your dollar bill in the top right hand corner. Do you see it? Okay. Let me help y'all out. So you don't catch on. Okay. So you can't see it, but over here, you see, this is the dollar bill. This is the right side. If you're looking at your dollar bill, this is the right side behind me. That's the right side of your dollar bill. Now, if you look in that little curvage right here to the left, it's got a red square around it on my background. And I wish I would have known. I would have moved it over. But in any event, there's a little owl perched right there. He's perched right there in that little crease. Remember what I told you. The statue of the owl. That's your thing. At the meeting place, this is the thing. All right. Now, to my niece's point, if you look on the back, you'll see. You see that? You see that right there? Huh? You see that? And remember, that lets you know that they are in control of our money. in certain situations or like certain businesses and industries and things of that nature, they determine and dictate that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, right, niece. My niece knows what she's talking about. You see? But I want people to know it's a true thing. So now, here's what we're going to do. Remember, I told you we're going to play the audio, but we're only going to play 10 minutes. And then we're going to stop and we're going to go into something else. And if I got the time, we're going to go back to another 10 minutes. All right, so you've got to keep up. And a lot of people that come in late is going to miss it. They're going to miss it. But we're educating today. We are enlightening and educating today. That's what today's show about. And yeah, typically, we talk about celebrities and all of that. Well, this ties into it as well. A lot of them that you see that's known and that's made it in the industry or lasted long in industry, be it acting, sports, music, whatever. Some company CEOs of companies, things of that nature. This is why they get that notoriety. That's why that's why they achieve the level that they achieve. But you don't have to take my word for it. We're gonna listen to some audio. And like I said, people that's gonna come in late, they're gonna miss it. But I don't know. That's the fair use notice and disclaimer.